evening and good day, YouTube. How are you doing today? I myself pretty excited for today. We are going to be continuing where we last left off with Dredge. Where that was getting closer and closer to submitting the samples that we needed. Right? We have every upgraded rod. We can catch every upgrade available catch there is to catch, unless you can upgrade dredging, which we can via tech lab stuff, right? Tier 2 tech lab. If we wanted to, we could increase dredging speed by 100%, right? We would just need to get 4 things of gloop and enough things to either make 4 containers or find 4 containers. Probably easier to find 4 containers. Well, technically less than that, because we should have one of those already. We don't. We have a increase of trawl catch rate of total 20%, right? We've got an increased fishing speed. We've got an increased reversing speed and an increased turning speed. I'll be honest, I don't think we need those. Oh, we also have a heat absorber, which again, we don't really need these. I'm just messing around with them, trying to figure out what exactly I want to go for. More than likely, it would probably be better to go for something like a guidance chip and dredge speed over heat absorption, but I'm probably going to go for 30% total with heat absorption. Anyways, we need to get ourselves over to this area now. I also need to do a stream where we clean up all the oil, and we need to do the pale reed, which we're almost done with the iron rig. We can finish that up and then start working on the pale reeds, or we could just clean up after we get done with the DLC, and maybe that's what I'll change the title to if we do that. We'll just go around and clean up. We gotta get this dealt with. So, what do we have in our inventory, if anything? This, but I'm kind of just holding on to it. I don't really need to, though. We're gonna have a lot of this dark canister stuff. Maybe it'll be worthwhile. The fact that we got 2 of these bag of doubloons things from the net is insane. We got a lot. How many ice fish do we have to deal with? Okay. $17 more ice fish we need to catch before we're done with these. Okay. Wait, what if I go the other way? I want to go to page 1. So that's 230. Okay, that makes sense. 230. I should have looked at that right there. Hello? I'm not used to that showing the number there. They did a lot of upgrades with these things. So, alright. We got quite a few more fish to catch then. We're gonna be playing this for a little bit. A couple of Fridays at least. We can get the crab vessels from over here. Crab pots from over here. It is a very, very, very zippy now with the turning speed and all that. Which, ironically enough, I think the turning speed actually would have made a big difference earlier on when I was in the pale reed. going around the ice cap things. Maybe an increase in our reverse speed, so we can have like a 70% increase in reverse speed. Yeah. This is definitely a great game for Mondays, right? Oh, speaking of great game for Mondays. Okay, good. Music volume is still on, so we'll let that play out for now. We need to get the crab pots first and foremost. Yoink. Oh no, I want to pick up. So we gotta make sure that we don't let a bunch of those show up, because if I'm mistaken, more and more of those show up, the big one comes after a while.
Ah.
Sell our crabs. 472 bucks for our crab, nice. Put that to storage. Put that up here. I wonder what it is that signifies an area for those types of fish. Like, is it the oil that does it, or no? I wonder. I have to clean up all the oil from one location and look and see after I make sure I catch all the fish. Oh, in that area. I'm kind of surprised. I get why, but I'm also surprised that they didn't have a fuel mechanic in this game. I might end up like looking into some mods and seeing if they do have fuel mechanics and stuff like that. Why? Because why not? Trophy Aberration? Trophy Aberration. I always love catching those. Grown fat from countless corpses that rest in the deep. The harbinger of a sick mercy for lost souls. That is a big fish. Also, I'm realizing how large... Wait. No, that doesn't make sense. Never mind. I thought I had something right, but I was incorrect. I can catch one more. I was trying to make room for a third one, but... Alright, now, first things first, give me my money. Thank you. Next, repair everything. I don't have access to ice right now, do I? No, I don't. I'll have to make adjustments to that later. Coastal shallow oceanic. I'll have to look to see if there's an upgrade for this. And this. I mean, I guess I could go for a flexible and a glacial type of situation. That'll give us the ability to catch all those. This will give us Abyssal Hadal and Oceanic, and then this will be all upgraded and all that later. Alright, I've convinced myself. Now. there's a lot over here. Dark ooze gathers on yourself. Okay, so that's terrifying. Whatever the hell is over there in that oil at night is terrifying. That made us pretty batshit there. I guess. How the heck do I deal with that and catch fish? I guess those are night spawns. I gotta go to a different oil spot. Unless they're there constantly and I have to get rid of the oil first. Nope, they're not there constantly. Yes, I did have to wait for that. We only really need to catch the one. I look forward to cleaning this all up in the future. Hey, an actual different one. Nice. I mean, it does look like we'll be able to catch a Abyss level 1 here. Yeah, there we go. Untouchable wormfish. An implausible cryptid of the dark depths. It crawls the silt and marine snow, gulping down detritus of the sky. Alright. Interesting. That's the shark, right? I've caught one of these. Yeah. There was that, the crab. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna increase our dredging speed by quite a bit, I think. Like, realistically. I mean, then again, what realistically do I have to dredge for? Then again, it's not a have-to type of situation at the point that I'm at in this game. Right? I don't have to dredge for anything, technically. But I like doing it. What would I get the most benefit out of speed-wise, though? Not sure. That's what I wanted. Okay, we got that one. That one's a creepy looking one. I'll read about it in a moment. I want to get back to over here after checking the crab pots. I'm hoping that the travel time will cause what we need to get over here. With how many crab pots we put down and how many we catch per day. Also, I'm losing sanity rapidly because I don't have my light on. I only turn my light off at night for those kind of whispers in the night. You gotta be fast here. Yep. Okay, I don't know what dark ooze gathers. We do have... It's... I wonder if he'll accept it. Let's find out. Now, can I notice 15% more with haze? Not really. I mean, we almost outran it. Whoa. That's kind of wild. So, we can get ourselves a little bit faster. Hilariously enough, we can get ourselves a little bit faster. Hopefully this will work. It does. Good. Unveiled Velucolia. Beak cracked and lips peeled. Back to reveal an array of misshapen molars tensed under muscular gums. Neat. Oh, you! I didn't catch one of you. That's fine. We got most of it done. Yeah, dude's absolutely going bonkers. So, my question is, what would help, what benefits us the most? Just turning speed 25% increase? We could go with like 2 turning speeds and 2 reversing speeds. Dredging speed, I don't really mind about. Same for fishing speed. So I'll probably store those in the inventory. Which leaves us no room for any heat absorbers. If we go for 2 turners and 2 reversers, then again, hold on. Turn speed there, that's reverse speed. That's that. Yeah, no. I'd have to get rid of both of these in order to get both of those. Because I pretty much have everything I'd want to have at this point. If I look at my storage, those should already be in storage. Oh, right here. Here's what I was missing. Right here. This. There we go. Alright. And the other one is... So we can get this a little bit faster. We replace this with one of these jet drives. And, hold up. We can do that, like, right now. Perfect, beautiful, love to see it. Because this is a 56.3 and this is a 72. 56.3 plus another 10.1 is only 66.4 versus this, right? So that's why we have this bad boy. And then I did the math on this. This obviously this doesn't reach 30.3 like these do. So realistically, take this one away, take this one away. Ignore this. This is like an optional one. We could have a couple of others, but that takes up space on the boat. I don't like taking up space on the boat. I classify this as a tech spot, right? Mind you, there's probably a mod that gives you a little bit of extra space. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. like 16 extra spaces. Tell me a mod that will give you that much. I don't know what you would do with those 16 extra spaces though. Outside of get ridiculous. Honestly, this is perfect. So, I guess we'll keep the heat absorber for now, get rid of the fishing speed one, and get rid of the... Oh no, never mind. Anyway, put these in storage for temporary purposes. Make sure we got everything we wanted. I might have to get this for when we are ready to go and hit the other location just to make that easier on us. Alright. Let me sell what I have to sell. 446. Cute. I don't know if anyone's willing to buy that. Do I have any stuff anywhere? I have loot there and there. Alright. Do we want another... I like the 20% increased trawl catch rate. I like that. That's nice. So instead of us getting 8 per day, if I put these in storage, would it reduce this amount? No, it doesn't. 2 extra things per day. No, 1 point something, in all honesty. Where the hell did those go? Right here. So that's clear. Fishing speed, we have a ridiculous fish. It's 738%. That's fine. Mind you, I could reduce that a little bit. Yeah, this is where we're getting so much of it right there. I could reduce the aberration bonus a little bit and clear up some room here for a 3x2 net, but I'm not going to do that yet. I don't have one of those dredging speed ones already, do I? No, that's why there's a goop thing there, because I was going to make one. 70% reverse speed and a 50% turn speed. That was the turn, right? Yeah, that was the turn. Kind of like putting that over here. That makes sense to me thematically. Also, can I rotate this? I can. Sure, I like that. Yeah, I like that. Makes sense to have that there, and then doesn't make sense to have reverse speed here, but that's where we'll have it. Alright, let's... I should be able to make one of these now. I don't have cloth, do I? I do not have cloth, do I? That's kind of wild. Anyway, I gotta step away for a moment. come back, we will have to deal with any of the bullshit. Like, we gotta go get that other fish and then go from there. Anyways, I will be back momentarily. I'm gonna play ads and something else is gonna be going on. And when I return, like I said, we'll continue Dredge for today. Be back in one moment. Returned bearing pizza. Pizza well eaten. Alright, let us head off and get ourselves the goods. Let me make sure my inventory is clear. Yeah. I mean, Where's the other one? Where is the other one? Oh, I don't have another one. I thought I had 3 of these things in inventory. These upgrades, but I don't. I need to clear this out. I need to clear all this out. What can we do with the factory again? Yeah, I need to make sure I have one of these. I should have one in store. I don't. I do. I do have one in storage. Okay, good. That's all sorted. A little bit of a bell ring. Was in the middle of some pizza consumption. I think I see it. Yeah, there we go. Gotta catch a couple. Make it worthwhile, you know. Also, basic fish I'm catching for the first time in a very long time in this game, hilariously enough, but might as well start since we, you know, or finish since we started. I wonder if we're able to get a aberration fish every single cast now. Also, damn. We're getting very lucky. Very lucky right now with our RNG there. Holy crap. That was kind of insane. And we got the Aboriginal one. Let's go. Exorcited or exorcited fiend. Ascension to the apex comes at a cost paid in skin and scale. Got a piece of cloth? Hell yeah. I need to pick that up. Get it repaired. With shocking speed, he rushes towards the table, grabbing at the corpses. Oh! The shape that bursts through the blackboard barely resembles the scientist. No longer meek and cowed, now a frightened visage of stretched skin and sharp teeth. With a sickening crunch, he bites down into the sea scorpion carcass. Black liquid dripping from his mouth. His terrible head snaps up to lock eyes with yours. A feral cry rises from his lungs, forming an accusatory scream, with freshly born claws pointed in your direction. With limbs overcome by frantic spasms, he stumbles toward the nearest window, slowly at first, then arriving at considerable speed. Okay, that was awesome. That was actually awesome. And I think the best part is that because my webcam was there, I think we caught it perfectly. If my webcam was there, I think it would have fucked up the splash a little bit. Like, it would have messed up some of the things. Awesome. That was awesome. I did not anticipate we'd get like a little cutscene like that. The aberrated form of the scientist crashes through the glass, diving out beyond the deck of the platform, down, hitting the water, then disappearing into the deep. Makes sense that he's gone now. Alright, now that we're done with that, I love how it's only $10 to do that. I'm so glad it's like a cheap way to do it, really. So there are ways to gather that gloop without there being oil. So I don't need to be worried about this that much. Oh, hey! I got some in storage there. Didn't realize I did. Might as well, you know. The rot's easy to get. Those might be nice to have on hand. Let's go talk to the scientist lady now. Yeah. Actually, let's go sell at the Morrows. Then go to the research lady. Yeah. Having fuel be a thing in this game would be quite interesting. Mind you, you'd want to make sure they had a decent amount of fuel. Maybe have a additional quest or two. I wonder if they ever come out with a Dredge 2 or if they just drop more DLC. I think they'd come out with a Dredge 2. That's what I want to see. I want to see a Dredge 2. Also, we now see really like no oil in those spawns where the oil would be. There's another area we can test out over here, I believe. Yeah, where I marked with that thing. That turn speed's coming in clutch. The turn speed is coming in clutch. Yep. I was right. We can clean up the oil just fine with no issue or worry. What's so hilarious is that, I think we can outrun him. I think we can outrun anything without using our boost at this point. Oh, nothing actually. You. Damn, that's pretty good. So, some of this we may have dredged up, but $265 of it, basically, from what I'm gathering, that, at least, maybe a little bit less, is all from CargoNet. Not 1 day's worth, but... Hilariously enough, you could get rid of it. Like, there's part of me that's like, I could get rid of this and, like, put down another one of these trawl guidance chips. I'm like, no, don't do that. Just stick with what you got. You don't need to have it be upgraded that much. I feel so fast right now. I don't know if we need to catch the aberration, but you know what? I'm gonna catch these around here just for the shiggles of it. I might end up getting rid of these. See? If we can get more of it easily enough, I can hold 2 more of those easily enough as well. But see, the size is kind of perfect, you know, of what I currently got going on. Oh, that's some cloth over there. I probably should go for that, but not worried about it right now. This is a little bit more annoying, but... And then let's go to the... Southeast. Yeah, southeast. No, southwest. This is east. This is west. We need to go southwest. There's a mod that I saw for this game after I get done with the DLC and 100% it. There's a part of me, hey, Green is a good day, Jazz. How are you doing today? Also appreciate the hydrate. Give me 1 second. Anyways, I'm thinking about whether or not I want to, like, continue this playthrough with mods added, or if there are some mods that will cause me to want to do a whole playthrough, like a whole new playthrough. We need to sell everything that we have first and foremost before we do that. So let's go to the pontoon and go from there. Is that your answer, that you're doing well? Yes. Or is that a hint that the reason you're doing well is because of whatever that emote is associated with? Nice. Now let's go talk to the research lady. At the old fortress, I almost went to the research outpost. Don't do that. Don't also forget about the giant squid. What 3 games is that you're going to be grinding levels in? No, they wouldn't. I don't know if we want to be using Rise. This sounds like a bad idea. I have no idea what that's supposed to be. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to that rig. Nice, nice. Is Dawn of War the RTS game? Or am I thinking of something differently? I'll probably end up playing Dawn of War 3 and 4, because 4 is supposed to be coming out. I think it's 4. Dawn of War 4 is coming out sooner rather than later. That was announced recently at the Gamescom opening night. So if you like Dawn of War, get hyped for Dawn of War 4. Don't play 3? Well, here's the thing. I have to. And the reason I have to is because, like with any game that's horrible, that I have no experience in the realm. Like, I'm not a big Dawn of War guy. I mean, not Dawn of War guy. I'm not a big Warhammer guy, but I'm starting to become a big Warhammer guy. And the reason I'm starting to become a big Warhammer guy is because of how interested in the world that the current game is making it. Now, mind you, there's a game that I'm not gonna get it, like it might end up being a Christmas gift to myself in the future. It's called, it's a Warhammer game. It's like a, fuck is the name of this shit? Like a Baldur's Gate style Warhammer game. Hold on. Rogue Trader. Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. That. I've watched bits and pieces of that game. Holy shit, that is a game that is right up my alley, especially considering how more into the... I wasn't looking at chat. I was looking it up on my computer. Anyways, oh, son of a bitch. It's a good thing I have that already. Make a quick pit stop to go get a cargo freight. Please have two here. Just to make things easier on me. Ah, whatever. That's no issue with me, Jazz. I just got done spending about 90 some hours in Oblivion. I spent 90 some hours in Oblivion. When I play through a game and I'm enjoying it, I play through a game quite thoroughly. Unless that's why you're making that comment about 91 hours, because that's how long it took me to get through Oblivion. And I plan on playing Skyblivion when it comes out too. A deep rumble. Here's our bad idea come to fruition. We're saying rise. We're telling something to rise. Well, there goes the oil rig. All my hard work. Oh, hey! There goes the CEO, dude. The CEO running away. With the last scraps of metal still falling from the destroyed drill tower, the executive board's helicopter rotor is already spinning. Huh. Is everyone all right? All accounted for in the factory. Foundry's fine. Wait for our airlifts out of here. There's no way I'm traveling anywhere by boat. Sit tight for now. Fishermen, the main buildings are mostly undamaged, so if you still need stuff made, we can sort you out. So the iron rig is done, and will now stay this way forever and ever, at least until they come out with the Dredge 2. Mind you, if they come out with the Dredge 2, I would love for them to do something more with the open ocean.
Ah.
Alright. That DLC's done. I might have to sell a lot of this Dredge, in all honesty. I'm not going to sell these research points because I might need them for Pale Reef, whatever the hell it's called. Yeah, I cannot reasonably do that. It's a little bit of a brighter light, but realistically you're losing too much range for my liking. Do I want a lot of crates? Why would I want a lot of crates? I know why I would want a lot of crates. I want a lot of mountain crates because I want to make a lot of consumables for dealing with pale reef. Can we stack in here or no? Is it like no? We can't stack in here. There's no way. Because if I do this, yeah, it just replaces it. I thought so. Can I? No, I can't. I have to actually move it. I want to make some hull repair kits and maybe a harvester repair kit. So those don't stack. That's good to know. Do these stack? No, they do not. Okay, good to know. Alright, I have to prepare everything and then step away for a moment. When I return, we're going to start heading towards Pale Reef to do that DLC. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to get our stuff set up so we can get rid of all the oil in the place. I'm going to change my title to that. I'll be back in 1 moment. Alright, so I've returned. Could go for a nice little title change of I'm literally just gonna title it cleanup time because that's what we're gonna be doing. We need to make sure our rig is set up for that. I was debating on what I wanted to do there. Like, did I want to... Oh, I love how on the design of the rod you can actually see a dark canister on the stuff. Right? I didn't notice that till just now. There's a dark canister there, there. We're cleaning up the stuff there, so we do that. We're not going to be fishing at all. You have the rod I'm looking for. Oh! Really? So it's basically like a common, like it's basically like this setup right here, right? Because it's got coastal, shallow, and oceanic. But we have coastal, shallow, oceanic, and ice. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. We have that set up for later. Repair everything. We've got our kit. Put this in storage. We don't need it. We'll probably have to use the harvester repair packs. Also, let us rest. Don't want to be messing with this crap at night. First things first, let's go to the most annoying area, I say. Go to the Spire Peak Devil Place, whatever the hell it's called. 1 second. As tempted as I am to dredge, that is not what we're here to do today. don't have to clean up every little teeny tiny bit. But I am going to try and my best to do otherwise. It's a lot harder because there's no guideline, right? This reminds me of mowing my damn lawn, hilariously enough. Because there's no guideline like there is with a mower, basically. I'm getting spots like that. I hate that. Oh, I hate that so much. So I'm going to ignore it for now. If I need to go through, I can get it easily enough. I think you can store 5. I'm not sure if I even care to bother about storing 5, if I'm being honest. Luckily, these areas aren't nearly that big. Area cleaned up. So, like this area, I'll see orange, like, I'll easily see the orange in the distance. Yeah, you'll easily see that in the distance. It's very apparent where it's at. I bet you my horn does that flea sound. Anyway. We're close enough, right? How much do we need to like clean up before it's like, alright, you cleaned up enough of a percentile of it to get rid of the issue. I need to move now and rest. That dude will fuck our boat up, and I don't really want him to. Thank you. Come again. Yeah, go fuck off, dude. What do you think you're doing? I'm docked. We're clean. Okay, next is one over here. Oh man, yeah, I absolutely love the turn speed here. So I don't know how long it will take us to clean up all these little oil spills, if I'm being honest. I'm also trying to keep in mind where that big ass bonefish is at. Had to get a little bit of a haste boost there. Quite annoying trying to clean up when you have that on your ass constantly. It is a flea sound. It is a flea sound because it tinged off of the fish, the shark, and it made them leave. So I wonder if that's a way to reset a spawn thing. Okay, the fact that it doesn't work on those guys is a bit annoying. What the hell is the point of having it? To scare away your fish? Yeah, it can only go for so long before it has to retreat. Very interesting. There's a lot of experiments I'm going to have to do as a result of having these upgrades that we have. Like I said, we start with the most annoying area. Oh, shit. We're screwed. I screwed up there and messed up the engine. Please tell me I didn't mess up the engine. I know I did. Get away from God. Like I said, most annoying area first. And we totally did. If I use this, we're back, baby. Let's land at the pontoon, make sure we're fully repaired. And then wait till morning, I suppose. That was me knowing immediately to turn around because it's night. Those are not safe spots at night. I'm gonna clean that spot up next. Holy crap. I don't have anything on me that you're willing to buy if I'm not mistaken. Gathering on my vessel because I have nothing to really contaminate. So these guys are keeping me nice and insane. Gotta go away soon. Yeah, there it is. And the contaminant's gone. Let's go. We just have the last spot there to do. And we're done with the Devil's Spine. Hey, greetings, good day, Ray. How are you doing today? Well, I got the DLCs, not too long ago. So I was like, let's do the DLC. Might as well. We just finished up Oblivion, so I don't want to start up another big game whilst we're waiting for Metal Gear Delta to come out. But after I get through playing with Metal Gear Delta, we're going to be diving into XCOM 2. Okay. Cool. I'm trying to think about, oh, this area is so annoying to work with. Dragon Age Origins. I figured it was Dragon Age Origins. Because, like, the only other thing I could possibly think of was Dead or Alive, and I'm like, I don't think Ray's into fighting games. You're not into fighting games, are you? Because I've never heard you talk about fighting games. At least from my current memory, I can't think of any time that you did that. Well, I've never heard you talk about fighting games as far as I can recall. I might be just derping out, though. I cannot wait to get this shit clean. Can actually outrun the fish easily enough going backwards. I wonder if they're more aggressive because it's night and shit. Regardless, we're gonna sleep through the night. But yeah, I'm trying to remember, did you talk about, the only thing I could possibly think about you talking about was Guilty Gear. I think that's the only thing that's coming to mind for games that we've talked about when it comes to fighting. That's like, and I'm not sure about that. Because if that's that, you might have talked about. Anyways, the only other thing I could have thought of DAO would be something revolving around Dead or Alive, and I was like, I've never heard of a Dead or Alive O. I've heard of Dragon Age Origins. I actually have, I got Dragon Age Origins for free through one of those stupid services. It sucks how hot it still is. Close to shore. I'm trying to do little drive-by cleanups where I don't actually touch the oil, but we're so close to being done with the oil right now, man. take it. Just take it and go away, please. We get this last line here. And this should possibly do it. Yeah, right there. Beautiful, love to see it. That should be every single area over here finally dealt with when it comes to... Wow, that was close. When it comes to, whatchamacallit. Yep, that area is clean. Next. It's funny how normally I'd be doing all the Dredge stuff, but that bothers me. Having these oil issues frustrates me to no end. So we're going to spend the rest of the stream probably cleaning that up. Tangentially related, like, we had some events that occurred over here on the Iron Rig that, like, nobody really has any commentary from the islands to talk about revolving around this story, but everything that happens, like, you go all around the different areas, except over here. This person, they're involved with the story, so yes, there is a little bit of involvement with the story, and there are references, at least so far. I'm not so sure about the Pale Reach yet. But what's ironic is they actually have enough room for another DLC up here, ironically enough. But I'm not sure if they're going to be coming out with more DLCs for this game over coming out with the Dredge 2. Anyways, and we see a couple of reference creatures and stuff like that as well. So it's related to the story, but it's not really necessary for the main story. What I'm doing right now is I'm cleaning up this contaminated release from the fissures in the ground, right? These will stick around because this is where we go to catch fish, right? That's a sign that there are contaminated fish from that down there. That's a fissure in the ocean floor that allows for contaminated fish to come forth. Appreciate the hydrate. But yeah, it does, like, that's the Iron Rig. I'm not sure how the Pale Reach is related to the DLC. And there's another DLC, a couple of DLCs that you can get that just give you some extra goodies, basically. Been a minute for the nail painting. I'll do that in 1 second. I mean, occasionally other people will do it, but it doesn't matter to me if you're the only one that does it right now, because it's set up for in the future, right? A lot of stuff I have set up that, like, no one really does right now, they get more use. Well, for two reasons they get more use. One, I have a webcam turned on, right? When I don't have the webcam turned on, I think a lot of people don't think to do any of that because I hydrated, by the way, because it's less knowing of the interactivity. Like, you assume and are aware that I'm doing everything there is to be done with what is requested and all that, right? But it comes in more useful later down the line. Like when we're playing a game like XCOM or something like that, I have my webcam turned on and there are a bunch of people in chat. As soon as one person does a paint my nail or draw a card or something like that, everyone's gonna remember, oh, you've got channel point ready, right? Alright, let me put all this crap away, paint my nail, and then go from there. Actually, I'll take a pause to turn on my webcam, I believe. So yeah, even though you are the only one that's doing the paint nail right now, it doesn't mean you will be the only one to have ever, or that will ever do it. You know what I mean? Give me one moment. I'm painting my nail right now. But yeah, I'm not gonna change the rules that are revolvent around these redeems because I like how they're set up currently. And when my stream's a lot more like when my webcam's on, so I'm gonna say when it's a lot more interactive than it is right now. So when my webcam's back on, it has a tendency to be a bit more like active with the channel point redemptions and all that. Oh. Some of this fucking nail polish I got is actually starting to show its age. Anyway, let's go to the just chatting scene for a moment. Let's do this. So, hello there. Hello there. Here's your black. The lighting might make it look, I don't know, bronzish, silverish. But yeah, as you can kind of see, one of the reasons why we don't have the webcam on right now is because of how fucking ridiculously hot it is right now, and how much hotter it would be with the webcam on. Anyways, we got a couple more of these to clean up. At least for the Morrows. And then we are into 3 areas left, I believe. Stellar Basin, Gale Cliffs, and the Twisted Strand. Which, this was the most annoying so far. I'm pretty sure this would be the second most annoying. But for the most part, everywhere else should be relatively easy to deal with. And the Gale Cliffs would be pretty bad because of that one creature, the giant eel that we have to deal with. deal with. Hey, there we go. Arcane Warrior build. Oh, Dragon Age Origins. I was like, what is this in reference to? Like, I was melee mage. Okay, that's interesting. Sounds like a fun build. Heck, I almost cleaned most of this stuff up, apparently. So it makes our job at the Morrows a whole heck of a lot easier. When literally I just had to do two things. Next to the Geo Cliffs. So, are there any specific weapons you're going to be going for? Or anything like that? Or is it like, is that not how that works? Dual daggers and heavy armor. Interesting setup. I like it. I mean, those types of games have a tendency to be like, at least from my experience, they tend to be like, I'm going to go with this type of a build. And by the end of it, you have pretty much exactly what you wanted, except there are one or two major differences that make the build that much better. But that's why you made those changes, because it makes the build better. This is a lot of oil, holy shit. The joke's on you. I could literally outturn you and outrun you by just going forward because of how fast my boat currently is. Well, those other areas might be slightly more annoying or less annoying than this area. It seems like this might have the most oil for us to clean up. It's technically not oil, it's called contaminant or whatever, but it's oil. missed me, dumbass. Luckily, you know, we don't have to worry about other stuff. So that Gleaming Goliath was something that we could have missed. Okay, this is only going to repair one piece, right? No, it repaired more than that. It repairs 2 damaged areas. Alright, we can chill then. Wait till another area gets damaged, potentially. That was kind of spooky, but I definitely could have avoided taking damage there. Now at this point, I'm basically playing around with the creatures. The dangerous, oh my god, they're a threat creature, is more of like a minor inconvenience at this point. I don't know why they're so upset. I'm trying to make their damn housing area a bit cleaner. What the hell hit me? Alright, it's getting dark anyways, and there's gonna be a lot of tentacles and shit that I don't feel like dealing with, so let's head up back in, repair our stuff up. Just discarding all that goop that I'm not going to be using. Rest, then we'll undock and clean up more. But yeah, depending on how things go, once we do the cleanup, we might end up wrapping up there and doing Pale Reach. Like finishing up Pale Reach stuff in the future. I barely touched Pale Reach. Like, I barely started it. I basically dipped my toe in it, but we still technically did do some stuff on it, so we'll have to finish it up on another Friday. Because next Friday, I'll be playing Metal Gear Delta. So trust me, I am well aware of what it's going to be. I know exactly that this is literally going to be the same exact game as Metal Gear. Like, it's basically the same situation you have with the Oblivion remaster or remake or whatever the hell they're calling it. It's not really a remake, it's more of a remastering of a sort. I hope other people don't expect it to be like an actual remake of the game, is why I'm saying that though. And I was also letting you know that I knew that. Because I'm more excited just to, like, for an excuse to play Metal Gear Solid 3 again. But I get why people got, if they owned Oblivion originally, I understand why they got the remaster of Oblivion. The same reason that I'm getting the remaster of Metal Gear Delta, right? Because it graphically and shit like that looks absolutely wonderful. But I'm curious to see if they did truly change anything at all. Did they modernize anything? Like, I'm very curious to see what they changed and all of this. Very curious. My playthrough of that game is not going to be quick, by the way. I'm going to go through this quite 3 hours. Was it from the Rad Brad? I'm half joking because I literally saw that and a part of me was like, I could watch that after stream. I could watch a little bit of that after stream. That's so funny. That is so funny to me. Really? It took all day to clean that up? As soon as you said wait, it was 3 hours. I went, I know the exact video you're referencing. You're referencing the start of the Rad Brad. Again, hell of an individual. That individual really does, no matter what, play every single game. That's what I'm excited to see. I'm trying to avoid it though, because it's only a week away, and I've seen bits and pieces of it, but like actually seeing the game play for yourself, I want that to be, that's gonna be a webcam day. Oh! I mean, I agree completely with you. There are quite a few people that play a lot of games. That doesn't mean they're good at games. I'm... How do I word this? I may never be the expert at a lot of games that exist, but I like to think that I could become skillful at games that I play, right? Like, I don't mess up basic mechanics. I test things out. I like to think that I'm naturally a good gamer. And there are some people that are naturally not a good gamer in reference to, like, how you do things. I mean, ironically enough, there are certain people I can't watch play certain games if they're bad at it in a certain way. Now, if they're legitimately bad at the game, I'll stick around for a while, because normally, like, I can see them getting better. But if I watch someone play a game for 12 hours, not really 12 hours, but this is just more of an exaggerated example, so bear with me. If I watch someone play a game for 12 hours, and they've been stuck at the same part for that long, I'm out. I'm out before the 12 hours. There are certain games and certain parts in certain games that'll be like, yeah, I get why you got stuck here. But then there are other times where it's like, you're going through the whole game, you've gone through it how many times, and yet you've not improved upon the basics at all. I mean, how do I word this? Because there are certain video games I know I'm bad at. Like, people would be like that toward me, right? So I'm trying to word this in a way which isn't insulting, because I'm not trying to be insulting, but I know if I say it the blunt way, it will be taken as insulting, right? So I'm going to say it in the way that, regardless of how it sounds, my intention is not to be an ass. But there are some individuals that literally just cannot learn from themselves when it comes to video games. Like, you could give them a limited time in certain games, and they will never get past, like, the basics. Yeah, that kind of stuff. that kind of stuff, I'm like, that bothers me, but that's not a game breaker for me. The type of game breaker is like, somebody's complaining about the mechanics of a video game when they're being blared at you left, right, and center, or you're being told how to do something, and then they turn around 2 seconds after that, after they've been told how to do something, and go, all right, how do I do this? And this isn't like they were just bullshitting or something like that during a part of the tutorial, and then they complain when they ignore the tutorial because they don't know how to play. And it's like, if you paid the fuck attention to the tutorial for 2 fucking seconds, that's the type of person that I literally cannot stand to watch to play a fucking video game. Because it's like, just play through the fucking tutorial. I don't care if it's 20 minutes of fucking boring bullshit. Just go through the tutorial so that you don't be a fucking complete moron when you go through the game proper. Yes, that's why I'm kind of going on this fucking rant. That's why, yeah, exactly why I started to go off on the thing. Because it's like, I wish I could be optimistic and go, oh, people truly aren't that bad at fucking video games. But no, they are, because there's fucking proof of it, first of all. I have to get the hell up out of here. Yeah, exactly. Exactly what I was thinking of. That's why I was ranting like this, because it's like, dude, it's telling you how to fucking do the thing that you're complaining about not being able to do. It's been a while since I've talked this long. Also, for a sense of scale, when dude jumped out of the window, I think he was a lot larger than your average human. But yeah, oh, perfect example, Cuphead. That's a game, like, games like that, I don't know if I'm, like, I'd be in. Like, interested in playing. Like, don't get me wrong, they look fun, but for me, they don't really do too much. Because at the end of the day, it's you avoiding, it's linear games like that I have issues with. Games like Nuclear Throne or Enter the Gungeon are more my style for that type of, like, the bullet hell style games, or whatever you want to call them. I guess I get, it doesn't really matter because they're all, like, you can go just play through the same thing over and over again. But there is I like when there's a lot more variation and, like, randomization when it comes to video games more often than not. There we go. Cleaned up. Yeah, Cliff's cleaned up. Next we have last 2 areas to clean up, and that'll probably take us another half hour to an hour. Okay, so it does look like these things can spawn back in around the locations of those. What's really funny, I am going to end up having another playthrough of this game at some point. I wonder how many days it'll take me to get to certain points. This one's gonna take a while because it's gonna be my like 100% playthrough. If I ever do like a second playthrough, like if I ever do mods in this game and have to restart the playthrough, I'll probably keep this one around just to keep it around. And do anything mod related in like a season 3 type thing. Okay, these might be the largest amount of oil spillage we've experienced so far. Oh, fuck off. And we are really zippy when we reverse now with a 60% reverse speed. Okay, so our sanity was draining there when it didn't need to be. Gonna have to repair our pistons soon. I mean, we have the net repair kit, so we technically don't need to go back to the pontoon. When this gets broken or whatever, or runs out of durability, we can literally just... Whoa, that scared the shit out of me, because I thought it was going to do something way different. I thought it was going to wrap around the damn boat. And I was like, oh my god, we're dead. Got a massive shark coming after us. Oh no, not a massive shark. It's a whale shark there. Kinda doesn't look as good when, I gotta step away here. Kinda doesn't look as good when you, do that without there being oil there. Gonna play some ads and be back momentarily. gotta keep making sure I stay hydrated because, like I said, it's been a minute since I was actually actively talking this long. I tried to be as efficient as possible here, but like, I also tried to do it quickly because I was doing it under duress a little bit at night. Oh, come off it and just go away all the way now. Come on. There we go. And it's gone. Oh, the big guy's here. How the big guy can't do anything to me because I'm on a beach head. Love that, or a sandbar, whatever you want to call it. Those things are supposed to be protectors of the sacred oil. At least sacred for their purposes. Unholy and whatnot. Contaminated for ours. What's really funny is I'm pretty sure if our boat was a bit slower, we'd be able to drain without much issue. Oh, impeccable. Impeccable there. Means we gotta go to the port of rest. Well, we don't have to, but I want to, and I think I'm going to hit this while we're at it so I don't have to worry about the giant squid. Basically, had that guy down there, that giant squid boy, over at the oil rig, but a contaminated variant of them. Our boat has seen better days. Repair everything, $80 for that. Discard all this. It is kind of funny to think about the fact that we cannot have two engines of this type. If we could, I would in a heartbeat, because that would be a ridiculous increase. It would be a, because right now we only have a 40.4 additional to the 72. point whatever, right? So, what is 72 on top of the 40? 110. Hold on. One. Man, why isn't my hairband working with me? Because it's literally broke. And now I'm getting back to stop. Oh, there we go. That's better, that's better, that's better. We'll wake up right now, undock, and turn around. A little bit early, but that's fine. We won't have to worry about any of the night stuff regardless. Star booze, whatever. I wonder if we'll get a reward for getting all the contaminant stuff out. I would imagine that we would. So far, it seems like Stellar Base has actually been the one that's taken the longest to clean up. Just because of the fact that it's going to take another day. And we still haven't cleaned up, like, this was the last day for the, there we go. For the volcanic region, I believe. And that was mainly because of how small the oil spillages were. This is taking so long because of how large everything is. Something just spawned behind me. Go ahead, chase me for a minute. I don't care. Gotta make loops. once we get a certain speed going, we're good. We're damn near untouchable by most things. But it takes a minute to get this going this way, and as soon as we like lose speed, that's it. We gotta regain that speed, and it takes a minute. Or this happens. We lose a lot of speed right there. Wait for the automatic cleanup, which should be happening sooner rather than later. Please. Please. What other... Oh, that way. Never mind. Never mind. We got a whole other half of the island to clean up. My bad. My bad. Much longer now, are you serious? Like, I can't be like, it'll go away when we clean this up. No? There we go. Okay. That's the way one more time. Then we have 6 more oil spills. Whew, it is a hot one today, man. Hopefully, this one looks pretty bad. I think I might have cleaned some of it up already, though. Shit. Definitely cleaned some of it up already. Another one. Oh, more of an annoyance than anything at this point. I can really back up and outrun both of them. I can actually keep pace going backwards at 70% speed thing. I can actually keep pace at 70%. I'm glad I made the decisions I made with the upgrades I put down. Love that. I was making a joke, and I could outpace that bitch while going backwards. how fast my ship is. Love to see. Mind you, we get rid of this stuff, that'll be great because we'll have less insanity stuff to worry about in the long run of things. I wouldn't imagine that these would come back over time. I think it's a one and done type deal. This one's not nearly as bad as the other ones were. Oh. Got me a little bit too. There we go. That's clean now. And now we go to the Christian Strand up north. We'll rest at the pontoon up there. And then we'll go from there. The game's louder than me by a bit. Alright. I could lower that. Just a little bit. It might be that right there. It might be the SFX Master Volume 2. Like might help. Like instead of just the Master Volume, it might be better to lower these instead. That's a little bit too low for what I want. That's better. There we go. I mean, yeah, I guess I do have a tendency to be a little bit quieter than average. I try to project my voice more, make it a little bit better. Plus, it seems like I'm quiet at times. When I start getting excited, I have a tendency to get a bit louder. Like I don't really have too much energy today. That's why I'm kind of low volume right now. But you start getting me energetic and worked up about stuff, I'll start getting louder. Alright. I mean, that's one of those things where, like, that's not something I could really help with in that case, right? Because if you have a game going on in the background at the same time as I'm playing a game, that you're gonna have those discrepancies with audio like that, right? For sure. That doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't. I mean, I could make some adjustments. Like, hold up. Like right here. How is this? Is that a little bit better? Or is that too loud? Ah, ah. Test, test. All right, normal talking, yada, yada, yada. Hello, how are you? Greetings, a good day. How are you doing today? I myself am testing out my audio to see if it sounds a little bit louder. Is it a? I might be an issue I have with a filter. Like right now, is it too loud right now? Hold on, let me test something. Test, 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 test. I mean, I'm experimenting now. I'm going to keep talking, and I'm going to mess with this filter a little bit, and I want you to tell me now, is it relatively the same now, or is there a noticeable difference between the two audios? Still fine. How about now? Like this should be perfect, in all honesty. Right? So like let's have the game going on in the background. A bit more quiet. Okay, a bit more quiet. That's interesting. Well, I'll be honest. I do want it to be what you just said. I do want it to be a bit quiet because I know I can get loud when I get mad. I have filters to help with that, but those filters might have been messing up my main audio as well. I had an issue where I had one filter attuned to the wrong thing. I fixed that. Hopefully this will be really quick. Oh my god. Okay. This is the area that is going to take the longest to clean up, I think. If there's that much oil. Oh my goodness. And it makes sense that there would be that much hair because this is the swamp. Get out of my swamp! I didn't think I did the voice well enough there. My throat's too sore right now to be doing stuff like that, I believe. But yeah, now that I've beat Oblivion, I'm kind of in this nice little game limbo while I wait for Delta to come out. And after we get done with Delta, we're diving on into XCOM 2. It's been way too long since we did our last playthrough of XCOM 2. I don't know how long it's going to take, but it'll probably take a while. And after we get done with that playthrough, we'll probably be diving on into Fallout 4 modded. Unless Sky Oblivion comes out by then. Then we might play that. I mean, it's going to be a little bit longer before we do that, so... Right? At the latest, we'll start playing XCOM 2. Will probably be the 12th of September. That will be the latest, I think. that we would start playing XCOM 2 by. More than likely, it'll be on the 5th, right? Because I'm gonna go live on the 28th when Metal Gear comes out. So I'm gonna be going live Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. That's an extra day, and that's all me gonna be going through Metal Gear. So we'll probably be done with that by that period being over. Worst case scenario, on Monday I'll finish up. If I have anything to finish up, it'll get finished up on Monday after the Outdated YouTube blog thing. Oh, don't. I'm serious. September 5th or 12th. That's deadline. I normally don't have like, oh, write this down, but that's deadline because I am wanting to play XCOM 2. Like, badly. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm not gonna get distracted by Metal Gear Delta. Not like that. Especially considering the thing that I was really excited for, the online game modes and stuff like that, they're coming out later down the line. So I'm kind of like a little bit less hype about Delta coming out because I have to wait for Fox Hunt and shit like that. But at the same time, Also, in 2 months' time, we might interrupt our XCOM playthrough for a little bit to play some Battlefield 4. A difficult run. What would that be? Like, what would the reason be for that difficulty? A perilous yearning. I'm assuming that's the name of a mod. Oh, perilous yearning. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, yeah. Every dark event that goes through stays active. Or is that different to what I'm talking about? Okay. So it is a mod then. Yeah, Grim Horizons. Okay, thought so. Wasn't 100% sure there, but glad that could be corrected for me. Thank you. I will say, more than likely, when we get done with this cleanup, I'm gonna rest my ass at a pontoon, and then call it there for the evening. Mind you, like I said, we still got 3 more of these to clean in total. Well, 2.5 now. But still, that's probably another 20 minutes easy. All right. Oh man, that's insane. Yeah, I would not play with that ever, I don't think. That's insane. Might as well use it. I'm so glad that games do that. Like modern games, when you've cleaned up 99% of it, it cleans up the like that. I love that. I love when games do that because it's like, okay, good. Like, you could clean it all up manually, but I'm so glad they don't make you. Well, it's a good thing that you didn't design this game then. Oh boy. See, real talk, that's not evil psychopath stuff. That's just stuff that would affect the fun of the game at the end of the day. Because of the way that you clean up those oil spill things, I literally have to wait for that to happen. No, 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 no. What the hell? Okay. Fuck off with that. Well, now we can't outspeed anything. But real talk, there is actually a correlation between, like, realism and fun and stuff like that. What's so funny to me, though, is how they, nope, no, no, no. How realism doesn't necessarily have to mean realistic compared to reality. You know what I mean? Like, when I talk about realism when referencing a game, I'm talking about in reference to that game's world, as well as how much it makes sense in all actuality for that to play out. Like, basically, how much does it make sense for this to play out the way that it does in the game, right? Which, sometimes I don't get that quite right. Again, I think they have you do something like that with, like, Viscera Cleanup. Like that type of a game, right? That, and it would be DLC stuff, so... Oh, the tree blocked me, that's why. I mean, you could be sadistic and not, like, a sadist and not always be sadistic. Just because you are one thing doesn't mean it has to be always turned on, you know? Is this 2 in 1? No, it's not. It's just one massively sized fucking oil leak. Awesome. Trying to stay connected to the oil so I don't have to keep losing speed. But there we go. We lost the speed just then. What is so funny is it is actually doing it in a circular range based off of where it's installed legitimately, which is at the back of the boat. Like, that's something I've been trying to figure out, and I finally confirmed it. Because we're touching right here, but we don't start eating it until right there. But if we turn our boat around, that goes to show you where it's like the hitbox is for the nets. Then again, it probably literally just works based off of an RNG tick rate type thing. Like clicks whether or not there was a caught fish. Alright, I gotta step away here. Should be last time before I'm done cleaning up. And when I get done cleaning up, I will probably end up doing an ending spiel and wrapping up because it's way too hot today. I'll be back momentarily. Alright, I've returned. Oh, well, I mean, I'm addicted to playing Sith in any video game that allows you to play Sith when you have options, because the Jedi suck with how stagnant they become and how they react to shit. They only believe... Don't get me started on a Star Wars rant. I'll get back into doing my weekly analysis, which... I do need to get back into doing now that I think about it, because it stopped with the Clone Wars. When I realized I wasn't watching the Clone Wars in the quote-unquote correct way, I got a bit aggravated and stopped watching it for a minute. And now, I kind of want to get back into watching it. Anyways, my analysis shit, I need to get back into doing that. Because I really did like talking about what my thoughts were on a movie in general and stuff like that. I kind of did something similar with Game of Thrones. But it was more of like a generalized, hey, this is what I thought of it. Man, this oil field is so big. Look at this. That's ridiculous. And there's even more. Crazy. I think this is the last oil rigs thing slick that I need to do, and I think it might be literally the biggest one out of all of them. The worst part is I know we're not going to be able to clean this up before we have to repair what our little net thing, or whatever it's classified as. All right. There it is. Called it. Fucking called it. I was like, we got like a couple more sweeps to do and we're done. And then it clicked out. I should probably rest till the next, like, just to get it all done with. We almost got this little side done. But yeah, to make you, like, I'm picking how annoying it would be, because you'd have to go back and pick all this up, and every single time you go to pick something up. Oh. That would be so annoying. All right. So the oil cleanup. All markers removed. Oh, I know what that means. Wait, no, I don't. What that means. Maybe that's where I have cargo at? I don't know. Reach before we do any wrap up or anything like that, and then that will be where we'll end up leaving off for today. And the next time we play Pale Reach. Which may very well be on a Monday. Haven't decided yet. Because it will probably be 2 Fridays at least before I play this game again. Said Metal Gear, then next Friday. Oh wow, that's pretty awesome timing. How do I do the camera? Time stops when we have camera, right? Yeah. I guess we can do that for now. That was pretty cool. Unfortunately. Because it slows time down when you activate that menu now. Nobody else had anything new to say. We can get the sampling device. We can probably make another one through her if we ever needed to. Oh, that's cool. By the other net. Alright. Now I need... We need that one piece for the icebreaker, then we're done there. That's basically all we did. To repair everything that we need repaired. Storage to uninstall this. I wonder if we'll be able to find a net that will do everything. That'd be nice, like for fish. Let me just get rid of all this junk because I'm not going to use it in this area for sure. And let me sell you a little bit of money. I mean, not sell you a little bit of money. Let's make a little bit of money by selling the fish that we have. 53? Nice. We will continue this. I mean, shit, we can continue this tomorrow. I have a plan to play another game, though, so I doubt that's going to happen. I plan on playing Ninja Gaiden Sigma 1 and 2. Well, not 1 and 2, but 1. To start with, starting tomorrow. And then Sunday, we'll continue that. And hopefully finish that before Metal Gear. And then after Metal Gear, we have XCOM 2. Then after XCOM 2, we'll probably dive into Fallout 4 modded, unless something else interrupts that. Next time we play this, we'll be dealing with the Pale Reach DLC. Because if I look at all of my pursuits for the Iron Rig, you can see they're all done. Pale Reach, we've got all that, and this, we've got all that. So realistically, we probably don't have that much to do, so we probably will do this. Like, if we beat Ninja Gaiden pretty quickly tomorrow, or Sunday, we'll play this on Sunday then, and maybe finish this up, the main stuff. We'll finish it up. Not catching all the fish. But, until then, until next time, that is going to be it for me. It's a bit shorter today, but it's just, in general, way too hot. I could have left it there, but whatever. That is going to be it for me for you. YouTube. Twitch. Do hope you enjoyed your stay here at the Kingdom. If you haven't already, be sure to become a citizen today via subscribing to this channel as well as my main channel. Links should be down in the description below through all my links. If you're watching on YouTube, exclamation point links like so. If you're watching on Twitch, be sure to follow me on Twitch. Catch when I go live at 6 p.m. EST EDT for Friday through Monday. Invite link to the community Discord where you can always get the most accurate notifications of whenever I do go live. If I'm going to be a little bit late or early to a stream outside of a half hour, or as long as I know I'm going to be late, as well as whatever else catches your fancy through all my links. With all that said and done, that is going to be it for me for you. YouTube, Twitch, I do thank you for stopping by and appreciate y'all. Until next time, however, that is going to be it for me for you. So take care and have a good one. Bye-bye.